So, first of all, thank you so much for talking to me. We are, of course, talking about where the Crawdads Sing, and great movie, by the way. You're excellent in it. What was it like filming in Louisiana?
Humid, hot and humid. It was cool though. This is one of those movies that you couldn't make on a soundstage and have the same feel, come across. We're so lucky that we had to film on location in Louisiana, and even though you're battling like humidity and insects and gators and thunderstorms and your set being flooded, it was like exactly what the movie needed. There was no escaping it. I feel like you can really feel it when you watch the movie in your AC. You can feel feel us dying in the heat.
Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned gators because I heard you had a little gator encounter.
Yeah, yeah. There's a scene at the end of the film where Tate's taking his love of biology. He's taking water samples for the biology lab he's working at, and so we're out filming in this marsh, and I'm up to my chest in water. And right before we start rolling, one of the wildlife coordinators goes, "Hey Taylor, just a heads up. Looks like it's like 10 feet behind you, but it's coming up on you. It's looks like it's 5 or 6 feet. Pretty big gator, but I'm sure it's just checking you out. But if you see it get too close, let me know. Oh, we're rolling. We're rolling. Okay, good luck." And I'm just supposed to not be freaked out. But yeah, there's a couple moments like that. Snakes everywhere, but it made you feel like you were in it. It's you end up being grateful for it. Such cool experiences.
Yeah, something like that would probably have to really like kind of get you into that like character, get you into that mindset.
Yeah, yeah, and also New Orleans is gorgeous. Some of the most wonderful sunsets I've seen, and those thunderstorms that like shake the building you're in, and
Nice.
yeah, it's wonderful. We got to film there.
Now I know I don't have a lot of time, but I also kind of wanted to talk about you have a really interesting project coming up that is called Come As You Are you able to talk a little bit about that as well?
Yeah, it's with Hero Finds Tiffin and Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones, which is super cool. Um, this amazing woman, Jess Barr, she's a phenomenal director, is going to be at the helm, and Zach Balin, who wrote King Richard, wrote this script, and so it's really cool. It's all starting to come together. I think we're starting in January, so yeah, it's basically about these people that work at a content moderation site at like a Facebook or an Instagram, and their job is to sift through all the horrible things that end up on the internet. And Sophie Turner's character ends up, becoming a vigilante when she gets so fed up and sick with the stuff that she's seeing. She, goes after these people and drags me into it. So it's a really
Yeah.
fun, fast-paced thriller, and I'm excited to get started on it.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting. I think it's so like fascinating with these like digital age kind of movies where it's really unpacking these sort of like moral implications of like some of these like putting yourself out there online and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, it's going to be wild to explore it, and I don't think it's been done like this before. So excited to hop in.
Yeah, that sounds great. I hope that's something that I can maybe cover whenever that's ready. But like
Absolutely.
kind of just sort of wrapping up because I don't want to take up too much of my time or too much of your time. Sorry. But what with crawdads, what would you say you would like to be like the takeaway for audiences?
Um, well, I mean, first of all, it's such a loyal adaptation to the book, so I think people that have read the book are going to be very pleasantly surprised with it. And then for people that haven't taken a glance at the book, it's got everything that I mean personally I love in the movie. It's got this coming of age aspect, this sweeping romance, and then this murder mystery, this whodunit that's dragged all throughout. So it's got something for everybody, and I just hope people take an hour and a half, 2 hours out of their life and get to escape from reality. This is what we're supposed to do with books and movies, is give people a reprieve from their day-to-day life. And this is such a sweeping cinematic experience that I want people to dive into it and get a little break from the day to day. You know,
Yeah,
it's a really
absolutely.
wonderful book and story, and the movie's incredible.
Yeah, and like I said, you are fantastic in it. And what's really cool is
Thank you.
the Blu-ray is coming out on the 13th, and I believe that it's also available on VOD. I think everybody should check it out. Again, you are fantastic. I think you really kind of capture that sweetness that the like the character has in the book. So
Yeah, thank you, man.
yeah. Well, again, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. And again, everybody should check out this movie because it's really fantastic.
Thank you so much, brother. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, no, very nice to meet you too.